King did.
Nah, I know that's not true, Janine. Because I talked to King and I said, don't put that shit on TikTok. And he did not. He did not speak on y'all. He did not speak on y'all for a
He
week.
didn't mention like in his live in the beginning. He didn't speak on us by
No,
name.
he didn't. So he didn't bring it to TikTok. He did not bring it to TikTok. Now the end result is everybody all mad at each other and stuff. And I ain't jumping on you, so please don't take it that way. Everybody all
Well, I
mad and
look.
stuff.
Well,
None
I
of this
look at it
needed to be
like
brought
this.
to
Speak
TikTok.
to I say speak to Chef with that because again, it had nothing to do with me. What
I'm gonna
happened
talk to
between
Chef.
him, like between him and her, is between him and her. I don't like. I didn't do nothing. I didn't say nothing. I didn't start no stuff. I didn't go back and actually mention his name. I didn't go back like, okay, you blocked me. Okay, cool. You blocked me. Cool, good. Cause on top of that, I'm just gonna go be on my live. I'm gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be listening to music. I'm gonna be sitting up there playing trivia games or whatever. I'm just gonna go be and
Mhm.
actually continue on what I've been doing, trying to clear my head because I'm dealing with other shit. I'm not with this drama shit. I'm tired of people mentioning my name and inserting me in some shit. I'm not doing this elementary, high school, and middle school shit. I'm not into it. I'm a grown ass adult.
Mhm.
If you don't mention me, cool. I ain't mentioning you. I never did. I never had an
I,
issue or problem with King.
you know what I told? Well, you know what I told? I just told King this. I said if I had to windmill everybody that mentioned me, I'd never shut up. I'd be fighting everybody. People gonna mention you. That's just what they're gonna do. They're gonna talk about you. They're gonna have something to say. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one, baby.
Yeah, I
Everybody
already
got
know.
one.
But I know how I know it though.
So then ignore it and don't
No,
speak
but the
on
thing
it.
is, but I said in Bush Cookies live, right? When she
And
asked,
see, and that's wrong, y'all. You're not feeling what I'm telling you. So now Bush got brought in it. This shouldn't have been brought to
no,
Bush.
because
This should.
King went into her live, talk about he gonna go back and go on his live and drag us. I'm saying like, and then he mentioned my name and to Bush Cookie, and Bush Cookie is asking me a question like, Janine, damn, like what's the issue between you and King? I'm like, yo, he inserted me and stuff, and it had nothing to do with me. And then Chef came in, going up there saying Janine had nothing to do with it. So how many times do people gotta go there and say I had nothing to do with it? But yet my name is keep on being brought up. Like, come on, leave me alone. Hey everybody. I'm saying like leave me alone. I mean, I'm not with this social media
Hey, hey,
beef,
hey. Sorry, y'all. I
clout,
wasn't looking at the
or whatever
phone.
the case may be. I'm not in this. Just leave me alone. I'm dealing
So
with
then,
bigger other issues in my personal life. Again.
right. So then maybe, like I said, a conversation could occur, or maybe just not even talk about it. Just ignore the whole situation since you're not really officially in it and didn't start it, and it
Yeah,
don't
but the
got
thing is,
nothing to do with you.
on my life, I was not even talking about that. I was talking about what my family was doing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I'm not
Uh-huh.
even talking about it because, like I said, that situation over there, yo, it has nothing to do with me. So why I need to speak
Hmm.
on it?
I agree.
There's no reason for me to speak on anything. But I do know this for certain though. Keep my name out your mouth and start inserting me into shit that had nothing to do with me. It's between two people. When did I get added in?
I, I didn't even, let me tell you, I didn't know nothing was going on until King explained to me in closet what was going on because I don't watch people lives like that, and I don't be in people lives like
Yeah,
that.
I
I
know.
do not. So I didn't know anything was going on. It's unfortunate that this is happening, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not jumping on you or nothing like that. I just want to see if we could have an outcome where everybody just go to their corners, take a breather, chill out, and just maybe regroup and think about a way to approach and talk about
And the thing
this.
is, I'm gonna go back and say it like this too, Kappa, right? There's no reason for me to go back and insert myself in some stuff when I know that I got my original family following me. I got my daughter, I got my brother, I got my cousins, I got my niece, I got everybody following me.
Hmm.
I'm not trying to sit up there and act a fool on no TikTok. I'm not even built like that anyway. I'm not like I don't do this social media beef thing. Cause on top of that,
Hmm.
it's like I'm not. This is high school shit.
Hmm. Right.
I just go there and
Unless
actually said, "Grow the fuck up, shit, grow the
unless
fuck
you make
up."
it funny, you got to make it funny. If you make it funny, then people love it. But yeah, you're right. Ain't no point in fighting about it. I think
Nah,
that
because it's like yo, if you're going up there trying to get a rise out of me, you're not.
once y'all calm down, once everybody calm down, I think
Hey, Patty,
you and
I,
King
I'm
can have a
I'm already calmed
conversation.
down. I'm just pissed off about the other situation regarding to my personal life. That's what it is.
And this is your space to vent, and I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't gonna keep you, but maybe once everybody calm down, y'all can have a conversation off app and discuss, because I'm sure it's all just a big misunderstanding, and people are going back. I know for a fact people are going back and forth, kind of bringing the issue over to you, King, back to Chef. Back, this triangle gotta stop, because then y'all got a lot of mutuals in between the two of y'all that's gonna rip the mutuals apart, that's gonna make them feel some kind of way about going one place or the other. So the mature adult thing would be to sit down, talk to everybody, all of y'all, talk it out, and just be done with it, because there's no point in having no beef. And like you said, King and Chef's situation is different from your situation, because you wasn't in that, and you shouldn't be in it, because that's them two people to talk that portion of their shit out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's they thing, and supporting somebody. That ain't a bad thing. But sometimes when you support one way or the other, it can cause the other party to get mad. I don't
What's
do
up,
that.
sis?
I don't do that. Y'all can go.
Hey,
My
Mike.
mutuals can go wherever they want to go. I do not care, as long as you not speaking on my
Good
name. They could
morning.
be slamming me. I don't care, cause it's just TikTok. I don't care if somebody put my name in their mouth for real or
But I'm
not.
I'm I'm literally going up there saying like, yo, if you don't go off, go ahead and go off. But you're not gonna get a rise out of me though. You're not gonna get a rise because on top of that, because number one, like I said, I was had no parts of this.
He feel
You decided
attacked.
you decided to insert me. I did
No,
not do
King
anything.
King feel attacked. It's like gang up on, you know what I'm saying? And then he a man, so like the way men respond to stuff is way different than the way
But if
sometimes
we having
women
but if
respond
we
to
having
stuff.
a but if we having a conversation, but you don't know what the conversation is, I have dealt with some fuck niggas in my life, right? So we having a conversation about what men do to us or whatever. That was a
Mhm.
conversation. But if you're gonna go back and actually take it as we're talking about you, we're not talking about you. We're just having a general conversation.
But you see how that could play if it's some
Yeah,
behind the scenes
I
stuff going
yeah, I can
on,
see, I can
and
see
you
how it could play
innocently
out.
having a conversation, and then
And we just,
he get that clip of you saying, yeah, fuck niggas, fuck niggas, fuck niggas. Yeah. Yeah, then it do look like you talking about him. And yeah, you would be. Yeah. It do, Janine. Because he don't have no context to that clip of y'all just talking in general, like I said yesterday in my live several times. This ain't no knock to them women. This is what I
especially if you're
believe.
going up there saying in general, we
Yeah,
deal like some of
but
these women go
people
in
ain't
and
gonna
but
all
you didn't go, yeah, but you didn't go in here in general.
people ain't gonna always forward that disclaimer in
Yeah,
general. Sometimes
yeah,
they just gonna send a clip where Janine's sitting there saying, I don't know who it is. It ain't us, because the llamas ain't in it. The llamas is not in this. This is me talking to you as a mutual. All they gonna send is that part. Yeah, Janine up in there saying people effing it. You know what I'm saying? And then boom. Now all he see is you sitting up there talking about effing it, and then boom, it's ready to go from there. Because of all
yeah,
the other history that you don't have nothing to do with. You in there having a conversation, you don't have nothing to do with it, and boom, there you go. That's the powder keg you need to ignite something like this. And that's all I'm saying is like y'all need to
yeah,
sit down and have a conversation instead of talking at each other or about each other. Just have a conversation if he's willing to do that. And then Chef got to have her own conversation. That's a different conversation than what you need to have. Because y'all was cool, so it ain't no point in being mad right now. This, we in the home stretch.
Nobody's
Why
dealing with
fight
the
now?
no. Nobody ain't saying nothing like about the llamas because the thing
Well,
is and let me go back and say it like this. He made sure he blocked me and Chef, right? When he went live.
but
So
he
I don't
told one of y'all. I guess he told
but like
Chef he had blocked y'all. He did
yeah,
tell somebody he blocked
I
them.
found out from Chef that I was blocked. So I like did I give a damn? No. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm over here unbothered. I don't have no parts of that. It had nothing to do with me. So why is it that I'm getting my name put out there? It's like, okay, so you only seeing a 15-minute clip. Well, guess what? Before I even got on TikTok, I was on YouTube. I seen that happen on YouTube. I seen that on IG as well. You know what I'm saying? People go up and actually take whatever 15, 20-minute clip and then they just run with it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like I said, I kept on saying over and over and over again, even when I did a post, I don't do this social media bullshit. So it's like, yo, if you're gonna mention my name, go ahead, go off. I don't care. You don't know me personally. You don't know me personally. But again, it's just like, yo, like, come on, like, grow up. Like, people need to grow up at this time. Like, it's like, how old are you? Are we still in high school? Are we still in middle school?
Your
Like,
feelings
it's
hurt. Your feelings is hurt because you cared about King and you feel like you got dismissed. Just say what you mean and mean what you say. Your feelings is hurt because you cared about him. Because if you didn't care about him, you wouldn't be saying none of what you're saying right now. And if he didn't care about y'all, he wouldn't react the way that he reacted. And that's what black people need to stop doing. We need to stop acting like stuff. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, yes, you do. Because the people I don't care about, they say something about me, I be like, your mama, and I keep it pushing. Because I don't care about you. Like, you could live or not be alive. I don't care. Y'all care. That's why y'all fighting, because y'all cared about each other. And this went south. So now somebody got to make the first step, whether it be making a video, try to get the person to unblock them. Somebody needs to make the first step. I ain't saying it got to be you, but I'm saying somebody needs to make the first step.
I hear you.
One of y'all on each side of this gonna have to step up and say, okay, enough fighting, enough arguing, enough going back and forth. Because at the end of the day, all it's doing is creating fodder for basement to use and try to run around and say, look at them, blah 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 blah, all that old crazy stuff. Somebody need to say, okay, this is enough. We've done enough damage to each other as people. King heart ain't stone. Your heart, Chef heart, y'all hearts ain't made of stone. So nobody should be acting like shit people say about them don't hurt their feelings. Especially if y'all cool, because y'all was cool. You was in King lives before I even showed up. You been over there way before me. So I know y'all was cool because you wouldn't have been sitting over there if y'all wasn't cool. And something that went south with Chef and King don't have to go south with Janine and King and vice versa. Be angry
I
with
agree with
you
that.
because Chef and him had some whatever going on and that didn't pan out. So like we got to stop doing that. And yes, when somebody's sitting in a live and it do hurt unless you to that point, like I'm to that point, I can see my mutuals in the live. I can see my
Yeah,
mutuals in the box. I don't give a fuck because that's your page. You allowed to go wherever you want to go. But what my
yeah,
mutuals don't do is they don't come back to me complaining and whining about other mutuals. Now that I won't tolerate. So if a
yeah,
mutual went in the box with, for example, people going to jump in the box with Blaze and be, or sometimes they be over there laughing, sometimes they be over there getting on them. That don't bother me. They not over there talking about me. They not over there slamming me. That I do not care about that. But that's me. I can't take my standard and make it apply to King or make it apply to Chef or make it apply to you. That's my standard. I don't care where you go. You run your page. But when I do the
yeah,
same thing, don't be mad. Don't be mad because I'm being in a box with somebody you don't like. And then you can't say shit because I gave you the same grace. So what I'm telling you is y'all need to give each other grace. All three of y'all need to stop it. Knock it the fuck off. Give each other grace. Talk to each other. This
Yeah.
ain't something that, because the people that's in here seen me over on IG. His response is warranted if he believed you was in the box based on what you told me, sitting there talking about F Negroes. Yes, that's gonna make any man mad. Because it depends on how it was sent to him. Did he get the whole thing, or did he just get a minute of y'all railing against men because F Negroes do this, that, and another? You not knowing that there was some other stuff going on with Miss Chef, you in the box just voicing your opinion because you've had your own bad experiences. You get that minute and a half clip, baby. That's all you see, and that's all you know is Janine sitting in the box calling somebody a F Negro. Now, what you gonna apply that to? You're gonna apply it to you. That's common sense.
Yeah.
People on this app that are hell bent on churning mess and keeping mess going. Hell bent on it. And when ain't enough mess happening for their entertainment, they go create it by doing stuff like this. Displaying that man's phone number. I'm talking to Chef about that because you didn't do it. Displaying that man's phone number was wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong. Unless that was your intent. Because I've done it. It was my intent. Like I literally said, now I'm gonna put all your trash out there and I was going after No Cry Zone. Because you did it to somebody else. No Cry Zone doxed King and put all his information out there. So I doxed her ass and put all her information out there. It was my intent. So they say it was an accident for Chef. That should have immediately been apologized, but that's a conversation I'm gonna have with Chef. Because now that man needs to change his number because his number is all over TikTok again. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not jumping on you. I know you're upset, and I don't want to add to your upsetness. I just want to have a conversation with you, okay?
Yeah, it just
Everybody on punishment, so 100.
sure, I don't know why I'm in punishment. Sure, I didn't do nothing wrong.
Tell you can have Black Panther. Let me follow you back so you can send me that DM, okay? Why you ain't follow? Why I wasn't following you? Send me that DM of your Cash App. Um,
Shoot,
Mafioso mom for
I'm
real.
dealing with financial issues. I'm dealing with my daughter. I'm dealing with my son. I'm dealing with trying to get my mind right for this consultation tomorrow, so I can just took damn tumor out of my goddamn finger because it's been. This could be a killer for me. That's what my mindset is on. Not
Taking
this.
care of your mental and your
I'm
physical. I
trying to.
understand that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep my mind focused on what I need to be focused on. But it's like, yo, this drama, I'm like, yo, I don't insert myself in anything. People be up there just saying like
But
things and
listen,
then they want to let me just
hey,
throw Janine name in there.
I'm gonna give
But
Biminelli.
Janine don't say shit.
Listen, I'm gonna give
Janine don't say
Biminelli their
shit.
credit. No, no, no. Listen, I'm gonna give Biminelli their credit. I heard it on either that her live or the other young lady
Thank
live.
you.
They said a person that looked like this, me and you, is
Yeah.
never ops. So we shouldn't be out here creating ops for no reason. It's no reason to make King the ops, and there's no reason for King to make y'all ops. So I'm just saying, let it calm down a little bit, but go back and have that conversation. And once you try, and if it fail, it failed. But if not, then that means that's one less person out here gunning for you.
Well, I look at it like this.
That
Well,
was
I
the
can't have.
realest shit I ever heard.
I know, I can't go back and even have a conversation with him because he got me blocked on everything. So it's like I didn't do nothing. You decided to block me. Okay, you go your way, I go mine.
Stop having that victim mentality. I didn't do nothing.
No,
You
I'm
jumped
just
in the
no.
box. Hold on, let me show you. You jumped in the box. The
Yeah,
conversation was F Negroes, right? You
yeah.
maybe not had the whole story on why that conversation was occurring. You gave into that conversation. You fed into that conversation. So therefore, Janine is in the box talking about F Negroes, and this other person had something going on with that man. So you got into the hot spot, baby. That's why I was telling you, man, don't be getting in there,
Yeah,
but you can't get in everybody box. You
yeah,
can't. Because you can't control the narrative once that get out there all over the internet. You can't control it.
that's true.
Right. You got in the box on that topic. You didn't may not have known. I don't know if you knew or didn't know that something went south between those two. So you added fodder to that powder keg, and then it blew up in y'all faces. And we got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing that to black men or to people in general. You notice when I go live, rarely do I really have people in the box. We don't need to gang up on people. If you got a problem with somebody, ain't nothing wrong or being a punk by going and actually talking to that person.
Yeah,
I ignored, like for example, Blaze. I ignored Blaze for weeks, running his giblets about me. And finally I just was like, all right, you want it, you got it. And it's just been like that ever since. I can admit my rights and wrongs, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I never start with nobody.
Because if I need to go back and take accountability for something, I'll take accountability. I don't, I'm not too proud or have that much of a pride to go back and actually take accountability for my wrongs.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, it might not have been wrong, but what I'm saying is not being informed on why that topic was occurring and getting in it and lending 2 cents to it, it makes you look guilty. 100%, it makes you look guilty. I'm sorry, it do. Just like if you came into a live
Hey, Nikki.
and I'm sitting there slamming people that's going through cancer. You said you got a tumor forming on your hand, right?
Yeah,
And I'm sitting there going off about people lying about tumors being on their hand, and you get a minute and a half clip, or you only see that last little portion of it, you're going to automatically assume I'm talking about you, child. You're going to be like, now where else could she apply this to be talking about somebody with a tumor on their hand? And I'm sorry you're going through that too before we move on. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's terrible. But I'm saying, though, think about it. Now, he get
yeah,
that little minute and a half clip of you talking about F Negroes, and he know that Chef might be a little hostile at him right now, and you and Chef wasn't rocking like that, but now y'all is rocking like that, and you in the box. Come on, baby, it make common sense. Is if you lay it out right there and look at it, you got to look at it from the other person's point of view, and it makes sense to me why he got upset, and then his number get leaked in the live. That'll make anybody mad. And I'm not mad at Chef, and I'm not mad at you, and I'm not mad at King. I'm just saying y'all got to stop and talk to each other because it's going too far.
yeah. So yeah, it's just one of those things, man. I'm just trying to protect my peace, so that's why I've been like I haven't like ever since whatever situation happened, I just stayed to my own self and went live. Now y'all know I don't go live like this, like but I started going to bed. I was like, yo, I might just go live, listen to music, and then go back and play Martin Trivia. And that's what I was up there doing. I was like, because I have the card games to play trivia on, so that's what I started doing on my live. Every
Hey,
like I'm gonna end up doing it every Friday. But
that'll be
and just
cool.
laughing and just enjoying or whatever, you know. But
Right.
I'm trying to clear my mind. That's the only
Hold
thing.
on.
And it's not, and it has nothing to go back and do with this drama that's going on right now.
Sorry, my dog is cutting up. Yeah, nah, I feel you. I ain't mad at you. That's cool. That's a good plan to just do something outside of drama, outside of anger, outside of stress. That is absolutely a good plan. I see people playing games and stuff all over TikTok, and I do sit there and be watching them paint, sew, do all kind of stuff. It's
Yeah,
okay.
and that's what I started doing. I started going up there watching people sew because I want to learn how to sew and stuff like that. But
Right.
it's the non like I find things that is non drama. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like to be woke into this. It's like man, I could windmill if I wanted to. I could go back and actually go back and forth if I wanted to, but I just choose not to. It's not worth
Yeah.
it.
And right. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, hello, Manders. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I said, just I'm gonna see if I can get him to talk to you off app, just like a private DM type thing, asking can he unblock you. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre. so that you can have a conversation with him
Justice for
off
my king.
app, off app. And like I said, I want you to see it from his point of view. And you know, King is fiery. You know, King is, I don't know what his sign is, but you know, he get mad. He get mad quick. And so
Yeah, yeah,
whenever that
yeah.
was sent to him, he got mad. He got
And
mad, and his
and
reaction is swift.
I do understand that, and I get that. But it's like,
And you DM'd
but
him about it too, though, Janine. You DM'd
no, I
him like,
didn't.
yeah, you did.
No,
He
I didn't.
showed it. He
No, I
did. He
didn't.
showed it. Yeah, he showed it. He showed it.
What DM? I didn't. I never gave him
So
a DM.
he showed the DM on if I'm not mistaken, I think it was IG. And he
No,
told you
online.
mind your
No,
business.
on. No, he never. No, he never did that. Cause I blocked him once he went up there and mentioned my name. So that never happened. And I'm saying this on my father who passed. I never did. You must be joking talking about Chef. Chef be sending him
Nah,
on
nah, he said
IG,
that
not me.
unless
I
I
never DM him.
misunderstood. Unless I misunderstood, and if I'm wrong, I'm gonna tell you I'm sorry now. But I
Because
believe that was a DM from you.
I nearly went up there and blocked him off my IG because
I thought
I'm like
so.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not crazy. He did show a DM between y'all. Yes, he did. It might
It
not have
probably
been
was a
about this
different
particular
situation.
incident, but I know he said this don't have nothing to do with you. Stay out of it.
Yeah, that had to go there and do with regarding to the Bush cookie situation. That had nothing to do with this situation.
Okay. Okay.
When I got blocked the other time.
What's going on, Chef?
Hey, Kappa, what's going on?
I'm talking to Janine about that conversation, or I guess it was a live about F niggas that occurred. Well, them clips of that live was sent to King, and he is on 100 about it. And I explained to Janine that although you and King had y'all own separate situation, if he got sent clips of what she was saying about men she had messed with in the past, it very easily could have been misapplied to her talking about him if that was the topic. And I explained to her
Are you talking to?
that's why when I'm dragging, I very rarely let people in the box when I'm hot and heavy on somebody because I don't want
That
stuff
was
to get misapplied.
that was a lie when
So are
when
we?
Cherry was in the live. Remember?
Okay, so no, that was me speaking in general. That had nothing and was not directed towards King. Because
But
I
you
had
know
made
how
a
that in
video earlier
general,
that day with the same. Yes,
you
I
know how
do,
in general work.
and that's why
You know
I
how
and
that work.
Janine can tell you, I've reached out to King before that to try to have a conversation with him about all
She
of this.
has.
So when he was in that live with you and you were asking him, did y'all have a conversation? And he kept saying yes. We did not have a conversation. And I showed those messages also when I went live yesterday after he dragged me again on the live. And I said, you want to show parts and clips of the conversation, show the whole conversation, just not what fits to your narrative. I reached out to him because I even had conversations with Janine because I was upset and she was like, what's going on? And we spoke about it offline. And I said, I don't know what I did to King to make him feel like this, but I just want to talk to him so we can clear the air. Did I or did I not, Janine?
Yeah, you did. And again, I kept quiet because it had
I
nothing to do with
also
me.
said,
Hey, bestie.
and she said, maybe it's not you, just maybe it's something. She said, maybe it's something that King is going through, just like, whatever. And then I apologized to her because I said, you know what, this really didn't have nothing to do with you. I should have I should just leave it alone.
So
Maybe it just wasn't
this
meant
the
to
way,
be.
Chef, this the way I look at it. Like, and I spoke about this on my live. I don't bring other people in my marriage, right? So if I'm having a problem with my man, I don't go to my girlfriends and stuff about that. I go to him about that. Like I feel like, cause now Panda ain't said nothing, so I'm just going ahead and say it. Now Panda then got cursed out by King because of a result of this. This was between you and King, and it should have stayed there. And I'm not jumping on you, so please don't take it that way. But it should have
No,
stayed
I'm
there. And
not.
it was
I'm
okay.
not. And
Because
and
I
that's the thing, Kappa. I reached out to King offline. I sent him messages on TikTok. I sent him messages in IG. I sent him text messages from trying to have a conversation and a dialogue with him. And it just so happens that one particular night that we were drinking, I did text him at 1 o'clock in the morning, but that wasn't something out of the ordinary between us. When I get ready to go to bed, I will text him because I didn't want to call him, and I would tell him, "Good night, my king," and I would go to sleep. So that wasn't nothing different, especially it being a Friday night, because he normally is off on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to say something real quick and then I'm going to drop down. So I'm just going to be completely honest. Like, dead ass. This is why I say put a name on it. You, generally speaking, knowing good and damn well, you are the only one that knows what's going on between you and King. It's going to circulate a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm too blunt for the fuckery. Ain't nobody knows what's going on between you and that man besides you and that man. Now we got Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and Tom, Dick, and Harry all in this ish, and it makes no sense. Put the collateral damage between the mutuals, now go and take the tat and BS. Like, I'm pissed off. I'm getting all these audios and clips in my IG of this man going off on me. I'm pissed. I am. I don't like this shit. Looking over at me.
Bessie, calm down. Calm down.
it's okay, Panda. It's okay. You did. So she got upset, but let me explain. So Panda was in your live. She came up to talk about her glasses in your live. King got a clip of her being in the live. King got a clip of her being in the live, and he got upset about that. And then it went south from there. So then Panda got gone off on in his IG live, and she didn't have nothing to do with it. And that's what I'm talking about, how this stuff spread and how we have a responsibility to not spread it. I've told people in my lives, I'm not letting you in because you don't have nothing to do with it, and they're going to attack you. And then you're going to be upset. We have a responsibility not to spread drama like this. Don't let people in the box.
I had to drop out. My phone
Yeah.
started acting up, so I didn't hear what you were saying.
So Panda was in the live, and somehow, I guess it was the same live where King was being talked about, and somebody sent King that clip. And then, Chef, you displayed that man's phone number too. That's the other reason why he real upset. That's the other
And
reason
I
why he
apologize.
real
That
upset.
wasn't my intention.
But it was, I know, but it was done though. It was done. Now he got to go through a whole bunch of stuff with his PO to change his number, because he can't just change that number, because she should be able to pick the phone up and call him at any time. And he can't even tell her Monday. He got to wait till Tuesday. So his phone number got displayed, and I said that's wrong unless that's your intent. Like, I put out no cries on whole life. That was my intent. And I said I was finna do it, and I told her I was finna do it, and I did it. Okay, so that was my intent, and I'll take all the blowback for that need to be taken. But she displayed all the King information, and I said, all right, got you, bro. I'm finna do the same thing to you, because I've been had her information. But anyway, here's the point. Look, Panda is like highly upset. He went off on her, and I said something to him, and so did a whole bunch of other people, that Panda didn't have nothing to do with this. Chef, this should not have come back to the internet through you.
Kappa, I did not bring it to the internet. That's what I'm trying to explain.
You even talking to Janine about it, dog? Like, that bring too many people into it.
Now this is the thing, Kappa. When we were having that conversation, it was more or less Queen Cherry, me and Janine in the box, and Queen Cherry's
And it was on my live though. It was on my live.
Cherry's uncle or whatever was flirting with Janine or whatever. And then Janine said, I don't know if it was Janine or Queen Cherry. One of the two said something about just staying single and stuff like that. And I made my statement. I said, if a nigga think that I'm pressed over them or anytime like that, I always got to start lineup. That had nothing to do with King. Nobody even knew we were talking about that. I was even talking to King at that point. Nobody even knew anything about the relationship between me and King. So
Janine just said that y'all was talking off app about the King situation.
that was after the whole, he went live on IG and he started talking
Yeah,
about.
that was after the fact.
When I text him that night.
But if it had went south, but listen, Queen, if it had went south and you had just not said nothing, and he had just not said nothing, nobody would have known none. Look, I'm putting it down the middle, 50-50.
And you're absolutely right, Kappa, because even when I was messaging him on IG, instead of him having that conversation with me on IG, he was live and was responding to me on live, knowing he had me blocked. He was responding to me on live as I was texting him on IG.
You called him
He
at 1
brought
in
it
the
back
morning.
to the app.
You called at 1 in the morning. He blew up about you calling him at 1 in the morning. He went live at like 1 in the morning, right?
Right.
Why did you even call him at 1 in the morning?
Kappa, we normally on Fridays when he get off live, we stay on the phone until about 1 in the morning. When he doesn't have to work on the weekends, he said that he's always off on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
And we've had plenty of conversations to where I fell asleep on FaceTime with him and he's fell asleep on FaceTime with me on a late night.
Okay.
Anytime I text him, if I know he has to go to work, I'll text him at night and tell him good night. And sometimes it'll be 11, 12, maybe 1 o'clock, depending on when I go to sleep. And I have proof of that. So that wasn't nothing out of the normal with us. I'm not going to do nothing that wasn't already done prior to anything. Before all that, he said, you know what, don't text me after this time. Then I won't text him after that time. But if we've been having conversations or been communicating at certain times of the night, then it wasn't an issue then. It shouldn't have been an issue now. But like, okay, I get it. You're mad at me. You're upset.
Well, the proverbial fallout is that other people outside of just you and King is getting hurt, dragged, and it's just too much. It's too much. So either, it's time to shit or get off the pot. Just drop it, leave him alone, don't say nothing. Please stop going live about it. And I'm going to ask him to do the same thing. Because at any time, Panda getting cursed out, Panda like the sweetest person on this whole internet. She don't mess with nobody. Okay?
Yes,
Unless somebody mess with her. And anytime she getting cursed out, it's time for somebody to say, both of y'all knock it the hell off. It's just, that's too much. And you didn't do it, but bringing this to the internet is like a spider web, and it just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just going to suck more and more people in. And then ultimately, Chef, people going to end up being mad at you and King. Both of y'all going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bringing personal stuff. Nobody put y'all two together for any of this, right? So nobody should have to answer for anything that happened while y'all was doing what y'all was doing. Y'all did that on y'all own. So it should be something that y'all two as adults work out and not bring a whole bunch of people in it. And yes, anytime you go live, this live right here, people are going to clip this live and they're going to send it to King to activate King against me or activate King against Janine or you or Panda or whoever, however which way they want to manipulate it. Once you bring it to the internet, you no longer control the narrative. So your intentions may have been one thing, but I guarantee you, by the time it gets to their intended target, it's going to be a whole different thing.
But that's the thing, Kappa. I've been left it alone. I left it alone.
And then he said y'all was live today talking about it.
No, he wasn't.
Bush Cookie asked what was going on.
Yeah, Bush Cookie went up there and asked me a question of why me and King had an issue, and I told her the reason why.
And you know what you could say in that instance? I ain't my live ain't about that.
But Kappa, I honestly left it alone until I
You
got
got
told
mods, Janine.
I got
You got mods
Yeah,
in
I
here.
have Marge.
Okay, Jamal for state Satan is runs around with Sky. Jamal, you can
That's
go on and go. You don't need to be
yeah.
following me around.
Think about where is my Marge?
but Kappa,
Right.
at the end of the day, I left it alone. I'm in class and I
What
got
could I'm gonna make you a Marge?
messages from people. My phone was going off so bad in class that my teacher was like, "Do you need to step out and handle that?" Just to come out of class to find out that King done jumped in Mo's live and told people that I sent him nudes and that we had sex.
And why do you think people came back to you? Do you think they came back and told you that because they had your
Panda, I made
best
you a Marge
interest in
already.
mind?
But
Get
even
rid
when
of
they
these
told me
people,
that,
please.
Papa,
Please,
I
some of
still
these
ain't
people.
say nothing about it. I still ain't say nothing about it.
It's blowed up, Queen. I'm gonna need you to contain this fire because this fire is blowed up, and then people that shouldn't be hurt is getting hurt. Panda got cursed out because of this. And I had a conversation with King, and I'm gonna talk to King again about this. But this is blowed up. This is between you and him. Janine, me, I put myself in it because I came over to talk to Janine. But Janine, Panda, them guys, everybody else, they don't got nothing to do with this. This got to be controlled by you and King as adults. Because as adults, y'all got together and started forming this bond or friendship or whatever you want to call it. So as adults, y'all should be handling it.
And you're absolutely right, Kappa. And to whomever was affected by this, I truly, deeply apologize because that was not my intention. I didn't even want this shit to blow up the way it did. That's why I didn't talk about it. That's why I didn't mention nothing until everything kept coming back that King was telling his narrative and having me look like I was chasing him around the app and I was doing this, that, and the third to him. And it was like falling on me that it was me.
But hosting a live talking about fuck niggas, you do see how that look, right?
I didn't host a live. That wasn't my live.
No, that was my live.
Was
Like,
it?
we was
So
just talking about
Janine,
And they
relationship
were
in
already
general.
talking about stuff
Yeah,
that
we was already talking about stuff.
hosted a
before I even got in the
live.
box.
Okay, Janine hosted a live on F Niggas, right? At this
Yes.
time, it was already blowing up. It was already blowing up. You come in the box, baby. You brought all that with you in the box. A part of that got sent to King. The narrative was already set once you got in the box. The narrative was already set. And whatever you said after that was just extra gravy to show that Janine and Chef is talking about King. I hope I'm making sense. Behind you is all this. When you got in that box, that was it. And now he's mad at Janine. He's mad at Panda. He's nippy with Cherry. Nippy with me. I'm not blaming you for his behavior. What I'm saying is when you got in that box, you brought all that heat. Janine, and then the fallout is all of Janine's mutuals and all of your mutuals. I be getting in folks' relationships. I be like, all right, what I told you. I don't look at King like that. I was telling you, I don't even want to know. I don't care. That's y'all business.
Right.
I don't care. As long as he ain't mistreat, like putting his hands on you and stuff like that, then I will have some, then I got to say something.
That's what I told you. I said King wasn't like that with me off app. He was the sweetest thing in the world. That's why I called him my big teddy bear.
And I still threw up a little bit in my mouth because I'm good. But I'm saying. I told her that. I said, hold on. I threw up a little bit.
She did.
I look at King like a brother, man. Like, somebody I'm cool with.
So I threw up in my mouth. Like,
yeah, just a little.
How y'all doing this morning?
Hey, Rosie.
oh, I'm doing all right.
I just woke up. We had a time last night.
Yeah.
Not like that though. It was a game night at friend's house. before y'all in the comments think it was something nasty.
Hey, mom, dudes.
But yeah, I honestly like anybody who knows me knows that I try to keep myself out of situations, out of issues. I try to be the uplifting, encouraging person on this app
Happy
and
Sunday.
try to stay positive with everybody. Granted, yes, this has been a bad year for me with everything that's been going on, but I try to bottle most of that shit up and like keep it away from people. Unless somebody asks me, then I'm gonna tell you. But outside of that, I really didn't want this to go this way. Like if he would have just agreed to have a conversation with me off app, like when I originally asked him before all this blew up, we could have came to a conclusion to either try to fix things or just separate.
Is it freezing?
So again, I apologize for anybody that's been affected by all of this between me and King on this app, off this app. I truly do not want anybody.
You did not do it on purpose. It's unintentional fallout.
I'm
Cause
not
you
even sweating
military.
it.
You know how they call when you mess up and you like mess the wrong thing up and then
Yeah,
civilians get hurt or whatever. They call
yeah,
that collateral damage or
yeah.
proximity damage. That's what everybody else is. That's proximity damage. You didn't do it on purpose. I don't think you came in Janine box and was like, I'm finna create all this mess. But I'm hurt. I'm so hurt and upset for Panda. And I'm gonna go back and talk to Mr. King about that because Panda is so sweet. She do not get in it. I'm saying this in 4K, so screen recorders, y'all can send it. I don't give a damn because I'm gonna talk to King off app. Panda do not get in this type of stuff, nor would she be in King live and then come in y'all live and start slamming King or acting crazy about King. She don't do that type of stuff. When I
It
left
doesn't.
dealing with Alicia and them, Panda was the first one to extend the fucking olive branch to me, and I will never hurt or slam or allow her to be hurt for no reason because I know she's a super reasonable person. And if she is clapping at somebody, they did something to her. She was not clapping at King. She's never clapped on y'all. She should not have been brought in that live while you guys were discussing anything that could have been misconstrued to try to hurt King. You are hosting this live, Janine. You are responsible for the outcome of that live. You are responsible. Just like me, I have told people, y'all have heard me tell people, I'm not bringing you up here because they are going to dox you. They're going to drag you. They're going to get on you. You can't come up. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all not heard me say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why. Because the minute you come in my live and I'm going 10 toes down on basement, they're going to go and pick on that person, and that person may not be built like that. Now, Panda is resilient, but what I'm going to say is that shit hurt her feelings. It was embarrassing, and it hurt her feelings, and this is residual collateral damage. Now, Queen and Janine, y'all need to fix it, and it's the same thing I'm going to talk to King about. Fix this because this is going to tear your mutuals up. It basically make people have to make a choice. They don't want to be in the mess.
Right.
You date Queen off of TikTok, one of y'all need to come off TikTok. If it ain't worth you not being on TikTok for that person, then maybe it ain't worth you dating them.
That part.
Yeah.
And I'm not yelling at y'all or whatever. I just told you
Yeah.
I got a headache, and I really
But
like
I
Panda, and
will
that shit just hurt my feelings.
I will take accountability for the live that we had when Queen Cherry was in there. I take that.
See, that's another one.
It,
Queen Cherry got snapped at because of this. That's what I'm talking about. Queen Sajada know what I'm talking about when I say collateral damage,
Yes.
proximity damage, where the other building go down and hurt a whole bunch of people, but you was aiming for one building. She know what I'm talking about, and that's what this is. Now, I forgot about Cherry. Yep, Cherry had to defend herself because this man is angry and hurt because he thought ain't no way in the hell Janine and Chef sitting up here talking about something that should have stayed off app. Nobody knew. I didn't know from King that y'all had met up or talked or any. I ain't know none of King, and I talk to King damn near every day. I did not know. King did not tell me, nor should he have told me. But you know what? It ain't none. Y'all two grown folk. Meet up with whoever y'all want to meet up with. Y'all two grown people, single and able to do what y'all want to do. But at the same time, if it's hurting your mutuals, if it's hurting people you calling friends, then maybe the course of action needs to be stopped immediately. And this needs to be addressed with the parties that's involved and only the parties that's involved. And if they refuse to address it, block and move on. Only get into it with basement.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to
Basement.
Panda to see how she's doing.
Please
Cause,
do. Please do. And
cause
Chef, you two need to have a conversation with Panda. Her
I
feelings
am.
is hurt. Did y'all not hear her? Did y'all
yeah,
not
I
hear
heard
her?
her. No,
Yes.
I heard her.
And I'm not jumping on y'all. I'm just animated. And I got a headache. And I'm hungover.
I'm
I got a lot going on. Yes, sweet Mocha, we got to stay focused. All this stuff do is give fodder to the very same people that we done been spending a year or 2 years trying to stop. Me a year and the rest of y'all 2 years trying to stop them from putting out people DMs, DV survivor social security numbers and stuff like treacherous stuff. This is fodder. This is goofy. It's goofy. Y'all
And it's giving the
grown.
other people ammunition to like talk about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because if we're falling apart over here, they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, look over here. They're doing this. They're doing." Yeah, we can't do that no more. Like we gotta fix it. We gotta fix it.
And King can't go live. So let me tell you the other half of that King may not realize, but I realize that sometimes when a dog bring you the bone and then you live about it, they'll sit there and report you, and that make the anger even more towards the person that they targeting with by bringing you them messages. Now, was one young lady reached out to me, and she ain't like that. That young lady strictly wanted King to know, and I'm not gonna say her name, that your number got leaked, dog, and you need to like fix that. That's it. Your number got leaked. Didn't add to the conversation about what y'all was talking about or none of that. Not to me, at least. And I said, okay, I'll let them know, but you probably need to talk to him because I didn't see the live because I ain't see it. I just got the message after the fact that King number got leaked, and then that's when other people started saying, hey, King number got leaked. Let them know. And then it looked like we as black women, this is the last half, y'all, and then I'm going to go. It looked like we as black women, when stuff goes south, we gang up on these men. You know what I'm saying? And we all be like, you. Like after the police and stuff, because that police shit was traumatizing the King. King was not prepared for none of the stuff that police and No Cry Zone, Butter, and all the rest of them did to him. He didn't even know when, like, people was operating like that on TikTok. Remember, this woman went and tried to file sexual assault charges against this man, Butter. So a lot of that come into play when he dealing with other black women.
Yeah, I just reached out to Panda on IG and told her I was sorry that she got pulled in.
Just like y'all, yeah. Yeah, Butter went and tried to, she said Butter went and said that King called her. That's why he filed a restraining order against her. Butter went to the police, filed a police report, and said King was calling her and stimulating himself while he was on the phone with her, and she considered that SA, and tried to file an SA charge against this man. The
Wow.
police department called him, contacted him, and said, "Hey, this weird woman just came in here off the internet, off TikTok, and said that you tried to assault her by stimulating yourself while you was calling and talking to her on the phone." Luckily, King was able to prove he never initiated none of them calls, or some way he was able to prove it. So her police department said, you need to go get a restraining order against her and change your phone number. I tell you no lies.
So she's just like Khalifa, alive,
That's why they
crazy,
all over there.
cuckoo live.
So now think about it. Now you got you talking to Janine, clips of Panda being in the box. I watched the live from the outside when Panda, because King Live went down and then yours popped up. I sat and watched it from the outside though. And I seen what Panda was talking about, and she was talking about some glasses or something. She wasn't never talking about no King, but I ain't see no comments because I was on the outside. And I watched for about 10 minutes or whatever, and then I went on ahead and seen King went back live, and I went in there to mess with him. So, you know what I'm saying? From what I seen, I didn't see nobody really talking about King, but that's only a few minutes. But yeah, after somebody do some stuff like that, and then you got black women running around talking about some, you did this and you did that, and you gonna get mad. That's the other half that ain't nobody thinking about is what Butter just did to him, which scare people, that scare a black man. Somebody running to the police talking about you sexually assaulted them on the phone. Yeah. Yeah, it was Basement Crew. That's their whole platform is who touched who.
Yep.
Well, I just came in. Everybody, I'm gonna go back and take a nap. I'm tired. My head hurt. I need to stop drinking.
He's like, why it hurt?
Man, I need to stop drinking. Even though it's my birthday weekend, but I need to stop. But y'all have a good day. Please, y'all fix it. Okay? I just don't like all the drama. We need to get back to what's important. For real.
I'm in love with Rosie B. She said, y'all fix it.
For real, because baby,
my long-winded ass, you just wrapped it up to look, y'all fix it.
For real, fix it.
Rosie,
Fix it, Jesus.
I'm trying.
Baby, y'all just need to fix it. We are grown adults. We need to act like grown adults. We need to apologize and move on. If he can't accept the apology, and if he can't apologize, then guess what? Block each other and move forward.
I'm already blocked.
100.
I know.
Here come doggone Southern.
But guess what? I'm gonna go take a nap. Y'all better not cause no commotions, Kappa. Please windmill the fuck out of the Basement Crew. Everybody else, y'all have a wonderful day. I love y'all. Good night.
Love you too, friend.
I got you, baby.
Like I told you in the message that I sent you, and I told you I tell King I apologize for all this.
I did.
Whatever.
I did. I read it to him verbatim. I actually read it to him. I said, King, look, let me get my other phone. And I read it to him. So he know that you said that. We love you, Rosie. I love her attitude, man.
Yeah, I love you so
like,
Rosie.
But nah, I did. I read it to him. He know you apologize. But maybe the apology from both of y'all need to be just as loud as the disrespect.
Right.
See, if you go live with it, right, then go back live with, because like I had did something to a bit creator that did some real foul stuff to a bit creator, and then I was like, no, I didn't. And the llamas corrected me. I told the story already. The llama said, yes, you did. And you know I'm a ride with my llama, so I was like, oh shit. So I went live and I apologized to that bit creator for doing what I did and what I said. I said, yeah, I was wrong.
I remember that.
And I did say it, and I apologized to that creator just as loud as I was disrespectful.
I remember that. I really do.
Exactly. Because when you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're right, you're right. And in this instance, this is a relationship that went south. First and foremost, y'all need to talk together, y'all two, and then y'all need to come on and say what y'all got to say to everybody else. Because Panda is hurt, and I'm going to be hurt as long as she hurt.
And I was actually getting ready to reach out to you today, like before Janine told me that you were in the box, and like because it's getting to the point where I'm sitting over here and I'm just mentally I'm not okay. I'm hurt. 'Cause I actually did care for King.
You in turmoil. Let me say this out loud. Everybody, it was no drama llama that came back to me and said, yes, you did, Kappa. And stood 10 toes down in the truth and then said, okay, so what you gonna do? And then I went live. No drama llama will not let me live that down as long as I'm on the face of this earth. All right, there you go, no drama. You got your credit. You got your credit for correcting me, and you was absolutely correct. And No Drama was willing to pull video clips if needed to prove that I said what I said. I be saying a lot of stuff. That's why I be forgetting what I say. All right? But No Drama want they credit. Hey, Petty Rose. Now, you see how you nosy down there in Florida sweating?
I would have to, like, let me go ahead and come out and say this. Let me say this first. I will have to go be in LC, sit there and apologize for whatever thoughts I had put myself in. I apologize for the live that I had, that which I had no knowledge that it was gonna be clipped to go be in LC, persuade me to say something about somebody, which I have not. But yeah, I apologize.
That's sweet.
Yeah, because I don't know what to say, because it's like I really don't know what to say. But yeah, I apologize.
And that's cool. We ain't mad. I mean, I'm not mad at you. I ain't mad at Chef. Southern's gonna come up here and windmill, and I'm just gonna add to them windmills. But I'm not mad at either one of y'all, and I'm not mad at King. You know what I'm saying? I rock with y'all. I rock with King. So like Rosie said, fix it so everybody can be cool, because I don't want to get sniped when I come over here and slip in your live. I don't want to get sniped when I go and slip in Chef live and watch Chef cooking and stuff like that. I don't want to get sniped, and I don't want y'all sniping me when I go over to King live to windmill comfortably over there. I want to be able to go everywhere, and the only way to keep safe passage is if y'all agree to disagree and move on, or apologize to each other, flatten it out, and move on. That's the only way we're going to get this done. Y'all got too many mutuals in common that care about all three of y'all for this to be going on like this. Not Southern, though. Southern going to get sniped no matter where Southern go. Colorist.
I am. I don't give a damn.
And I hope everybody can see and hear me. Like I said, I truly and deeply did care about King. There was something there, it's like seeing him in a different light outside of TikTok. You know, it was different. I want to apologize to everybody that ended up in this spider web and became collateral damage and everything that's going on, and it shouldn't have gone this far. And Kappa, I should have just kept my own advice when I sat there and I told you in that conversation that we had on IG that I'm going to just leave it alone. If he's ready to talk, we can talk whenever. And I should have just left it that way. But it's just it's embarrassing to have somebody come back and tell you, like, oh my God, you slept with King? Like, do you not see him? Do you not see what he looked like? It wasn't what he looked like that brought me in. It was his character. It was everything off app that I seen within him. So it's just like.
So what? So what you messed with him? Oh, well, I mess with Radio and Radio mess with me. People don't think we should be together. It is what it is. You a grown woman. So what? You a grown woman. You got your rocks off. It is what it is. Why come we as grown people worrying about who doing what with what on their body? It doesn't matter. You a grown woman. If you seen something in him, you seen it. If I see something in Radio, I seen it. If Radio seen something in me, he seen it. You a grown woman.
No, Mafia, it wasn't the fact that I slept with King. That's not the embarrassing part. It's for everybody to find out in Mo's live that it happened when he was supposedly so private about everything. And I would never once believe that he could do something like that. That hurt me. That's what hurt me the most. And I know I keep telling everybody that I'm okay. And I've been telling everybody that I'm okay, but I try to be as strong as I try.
I'm running in and out this house.
I try to be as strong as I try to be, but at the end of the day, that's what hurt the most. And then to listen to the Llamas live, how he was making it seem like it was just all on me and I was the one chasing him. That hurt even more when it was a mutual agreement on how we felt about each other.
I probably should not context, but I mean, hey, Southern is Southern, and Southern's gonna do everything against the grain. And that's all I'm gonna say on this. And then I'm gonna get on Auntie and windmill on Auntie because that's just what I'm gonna do. But I feel it.
Janine,
Right?
make silent. Janine, make silent Amont.
No. Silent wants to be a mod so he can mute me. No, Silent is not gonna be a mod. No. Anyways, so but
Not
no,
llamas was in the horse truck. I'm gone.
what?
I'm gone.
Yeah. It's just the fact of the matter is just like I'm dealing with a lot
I'm gonna win
Okay.
there with you.
personality, like in my personal life, and this is
Okay. Get
something I
up. I'm
didn't
on
want
the
to go be in
phone.
there with
Bro,
somebody
I'm
Okay,
insecurity,
on the
and
phone.
so
Stop.
that's all it
so
is.
as Black women and as women in general, somebody finding out that you, this is 2023, somebody finding out that you tap dance with somebody ain't no big deal, child. Don't nobody care. It's people tap dancing all over TikTok with each other. Don't nobody care.
Yeah.
If that in that moment that made you feel okay, and you don't you regret nothing. I regret nothing in my life.
I
Regret is
never
wasted
said I didn't
time.
regret
But Auntie, I
no,
think the
I
main thing of it wasn't the fact that, like, and that's what I was gonna say. It wasn't the fact that people know about it or people found out about it. It's the fact that you did that maliciously to hurt me, and you aired out stuff about me and you that we've done maliciously to hurt me and to
Okay, but
embarrass
how
me.
do you
Yeah.
know that the stuff that he was hearing back about them saying this and doing this, he didn't take it as though that was malicious?
I get that, right? I get both
So you
sides
I
of
can't
thought.
it,
meter the
Yeah.
response. You can't meter the
but
response once it happened because he didn't tell nobody. I talked to King damn near every day, and I did not know. I did not
but he
know, and this
told, but
happened a
he
minute
told,
ago.
but he told everybody online though, Auntie,
But
because
he was under the impression that they was online talking about him, and it was subliminals being thrown. He wanted to drop it before they dropped it. That's why, because a bad actor went back and painted it one way towards him, and he do what King do, and he reacted.
but see,
We
okay,
can't act
can
like
we
we
just
don't know King don't
can't
do this.
right? But that's my thing of now that now the lateral violence has came across from that, right? And I'm not in no way, shape, or form judging King. Hell, I've done it. And I had to go back and be like, yo, I should have gotten all the information before I popped off, right? But I've
Hmm.
tried since then not to do that. And before I say anything about anyone, I'm going to make sure I got all my info and facts because I seen the lateral violence that came from what I did. At some point in time, because I've had to do it. We have to take responsibility
But
on
we
the
can't
I shouldn't have
hold
popped off that
somebody
way.
else to our standard.
Right. And
Just
I'm not
because me and
saying
you behave that way don't mean the next person's gonna behave that way.
Because
right. So but when you
not
pop off though,
everybody.
Auntie, but when you pop off that way, I can't hold you accountable. I'm the last motherfucker to hold anybody accountable. I'm not doing that shit, right?
Hmm.
Because can't nobody hold me accountable for shit. But when you pop off and do that on something that I did it with Queen Cherry in King's Life, right? Now that's
Child,
not
you
what I
done
sat there
windmill and
and
fought all kind of people across the internet without
but
full
hold on.
context.
No, I got better. Stop. Anyways, whatever. I may have. I don't care. No, whenever I go off on you, I go off on you for a good reason. She was the only one that wasn't a good reason. Everybody else deserved that shit and worse.
Hmm.
Anyway, but whenever I did it to her, if she would have went back and did all kinds of other shit and this and this and that, I cannot say nothing about that because I moved on something that I didn't know full context of. That's all I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying we know King. You know certain people temperament. And one thing King is big on is you not gonna disrespect me. And once that actor went back and told him what listen, I'm gonna just put it out there, Llamas. The Llamas had been captured some of the stuff. We decided that we was not going to take this back to King because it was going to activate him. We sat back on this stuff. Okay? But somebody else did as usual because this is TikTok and that's what people do. You are their content, you are their entertainment, right? They took it back to King. They planted it in his mind that them two women, Janine and Queen, was talking about him on and off app, on and off app, on and
Let's be
off
real.
app.
They
So by
probably
the
said
time he
extra
seen
shit.
those, exactly. So by the time he seen those clips, already cemented in his head, boom, they talking about you. Now they in the alive talking about F Negroes. Come on, it's common sense. The man is gonna go off. Nobody will. Come on, we ain't not gonna hold King to a different standard like anybody else. Like I didn't just sit on live for 3 hours last night cursing out Blazing now. Come on, we ain't gonna hold him to a different standard. That's wrong. We're gonna hold him to the same standard. We all have popped off at somebody without the full story, or because the story was given one way or the other.
Right, we have,
done that.
but then we all have to sit there, and whatever comes from that, you have to eat that.
But here's the thing: it could have been deaded when he told Queen, "I'm done. I'm blocking you." Dead right there. No lives, no nothing that could be misconstrued. Nothing. Did it right there. Just did it. Janine,
Right.
did it. Then you don't have this. Then Panda ain't getting cursed out. Cherry ain't getting cursed out. People ain't getting sniped. Because it's dead right there. He said, I'm done. I'm blocking y'all. Did it. But when you start doing that little side stuff, F Negro lives and this, that, and another, of course that man gonna apply it to you talking about him. We gotta stop. I ain't finna do that. Y'all know I'm not finna handhold and tap dance around and play with nobody. I'm not. I don't care if you my mutual or not. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Of course he gonna apply it to him because you just got out of a situationship with him. And of course it's gonna feel like we using black woman tears to garner support to attack him, and plus all his lives keep getting reported and brought down. Whether you doing it or not, it could be the same person that literally came and brought him the information, sitting in his live reporting them. There you go. We got to stop doing that shit.
I'm just saying lateral violence came and people have gotten hurt, and that's a messed up part of all of it. People have caught in strays from both sides though. Because people have caught in strays from either or, not understanding full context, not understanding things that's going on. Because while they may not have caught a live that King said, and King said may have said, and he has said some stuff, and like that caused someone else to activate and go live. Now they're in that someone else's live, Chef or Janine's live, and they're talking, not knowing the shit that King just said in his live because they could have missed that live. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to put into context of, while yes, a lot of lateral violence may have come from Chef and Janine. It's both sides have.
I did, and I said that earlier. I said that earlier though. You just wasn't in the live. I said
I was
that.
sleeping.
No, he don't. Yeah, he don't get.
What about me? What about me? What happened?
See.
I said lateral violence has came from both sides, like from all sides have lateral violence came from.
Yep. I'm not saying take King off the hook. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when you look at the application of how the information got back to him, and because we wasn't, go look, Chef, your live ain't on no llama page that I know of. That stuff ain't on no llama page. We made a decision that didn't need to come back because y'all two needed to talk, and we were staying out of it. Far as I know. Now, if I got a wayward llama out there, that might have happened. But far as I know, we didn't put that out, right? So it's probably the actor that went back and told him about it in the first place. And my point being is that we as black women got to stop doing that. That gang up on, I'm a black woman, I'm a black woman, I'm a black woman. Yeah, we are. But we also have a responsibility to act accordingly.
Yeah.
And nobody should be brought in a relationship that they're not part of. Janine, you, me, should not be in that relationship. We should have no fucking opinion about what happened. We can support without turning the other one down and just be like, well, I'm here. I'll listen to you. You know, I can listen to you without saying, oh, yeah, he messed up. He this, he that. I can do that without doing that. Because when we attack these brothers attack back. And then we sit there looking dumb while they sitting there dragging us and acting all crazy and stuff. And we like, what we do? Don't gang up on them. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Don't talk about them. Don't mention them. Leave them alone. And then when he out here windmilling you and you ain't said nothing about him, he look crazy. Trust me on this. It works. It works.
Anyways, Auntie, now it's time for me to leave on you. I don't know.
She dropped.
Bring your butt back in here, Chef.
Don't do it, Chef. Throw a tantrum like I do. She loves when I do that.
No, bring your butt back in here. You don't get to go off and be emotional. We black women, we stronger than this. We don't go be emotional. Get
Okay, I
mad, get
will.
glad, do what you got to do. But have a conversation so that you don't end up losing mutuals
Hold
over
up. Why
this.
am I still muted? Silent. I'm
Silent
telling
keep
you, when I
muting you.
catch up to Silent, when I catch up to
Hold on, you
Silent.
muted?
Zamaya keeps saying, check your IG.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
trying to send something back, and that's when I realized that I was freaking mute. I'm telling you, Auntie, you about to be missing a llama. I'm just saying.
Oh, I didn't even know Silent muted you.
That's why Silent wanted to be a mod.
Silent
Silent
was
kept saying, "Let
talking.
me
That's
be a
why
mod
Silent
so I
asked to
can
be a
mute.
mom.
Let me be a mod so I can mute something." Like, that's Silent. I'm telling you, the pack gonna be missing you. I'm telling you. Anyways,
Go
Shoot,
off,
I didn't
Chef,
even
and
know.
think that
I'm sitting up there like trying to
I
figure out
don't want
a
Chef to
way.
go off thinking that I didn't speak to King the same way in IG, okay? That I didn't say the same stuff. I don't want you to think I'm jumping on you at all because I said the same, like similar, not the same thing, but similar to both of y'all. And I did ask King to please leave you alone and to not engage way before any of this blew up. Now, sound like this user then ran up in here and you ain't did
Can,
nothing while you over
can
here muting
somebody go back and get
Southern.
rid of these users, please?
Well,
I
they got a user, but they got 1180. That's one of them over there in basement. Yeah, user need to go.
and here
Yeah,
goes
users
Silent,
definitely gotta go.
not doing nothing but steady worried about something.
Cause one thing I don't want on my live is basement goons on my live.
Thank you, Mrs. B. You did too. Mrs. B spoke about the panda thing and stood up for panda, and we tried to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? He upset. He was calm by the time he got off live though. So I just want you guys to work this out, Chef. I'm not jumping on you and I don't want you to feel bad, but it is what it is. Now we got collateral damage. I don't want you to feel bad and don't feel embarrassed. It is what it is, baby. You got your rocks off. You had fun. You standing on your own. You know what I'm saying? And
It happened to
I
me.
don't.
Like if it helps, it happened to me like a few weeks ago, but I just cussed him out for filth.
Was you
But it
planning
did
on
happen
getting
to
married
me.
in a white wedding dress or something? I mean, is there a reason why you were upset?
I'm upset because I didn't want all this to. This is not what I. This.
I think she just wasn't expecting all this.
Yeah.
I. I. I wasn't. Like I said, like I did care about King. Our conversations were different than normal conversations with, like, it's just little things that he told me that
Y'all don't think
don't
these
know.
men don't be
I
carrying
just
as
don't
much
know
baggage?
how the break in communication happened between he and I, because instead of him just talking, he like literally shut me out. So I didn't know what I did wrong. I even sent him a video apologizing to him, letting him know if I did something to make him feel some type of way, like just let me know so I can
Y'all don't. You
fix
got
it.
to understand, Chef. As hurt as you are, he probably just as hurt too, right? But the reactions are different. So your reaction is to emotionally feel it, and his reaction is to windmill. The reactions are different, but the pain is the same. Just the reaction to it changes from person to person. Our men, our black men out here are just as hurt, just as damaged as we are, just as hurt, just as damaged. And some of them can be powder kids, and some women can be powder kids. I hate that you hurting like this. I don't want you to be hurting like this. Absolutely nothing to be ashamed about. You found somebody you was interested in. You dropped the dime on them. It is what it is. Now, you move on, and who knows what the future holds. Sometimes Mr. Wrong get out the way so that you can meet Mr.
Shoot,
Right.
I'm glad I'm single too, Mocha.
Yes, my
Sometimes Mr. Wrong get out the way so you can meet Mr. Right. You cannot meet Mr. Right if you're dealing in Mr. Wrong's face. It's not going to happen. He's going to walk right on past you.
Ain't
I
that
said
the
that
truth?
last night.
That is the truth.
So scared.
So, anyways,
Mocha said, I'm glad I'm single.
I got a question though. Seriously, like for reals, right? So, in the midst of all this, Southern needs help. Okay, I need a lot of help right now, and I need a lot of resources right now because I need to figure out where do I apply to divorce an aunt.
Divorce who?
An aunt, because Kappa has been treating me horribly as an
Oh, I
aunt.
thought she said divorce an
And
aunt. I'm like, what?
no,
Yeah,
I
I'm
need
like,
to
why you
divorce an
married to an
aunt
op?
because I'm
I
so
thought she said
done.
aunt. I
I'm so
thought she said
done.
aunt. But
I
that's all right.
need to divorce an aunt because Cap has been treating this niece really bad, and so I'm thinking
Man.
Congress could help me. But I think
Did you say Congress?
Congress, I think, could help me, but they didn't. They never responded back to the letter that I sent. But
Southern, question. Did you take your
I am
medication
centering
today?
myself. I don't care. Y'all act like y'all just met me today. Y'all know who I am. I don't care.
Southern, question. Did you take your meds today?
I don't take
No.
meds. I probably should, but
Because you just came out of left field with that. Like,
no, because
Yeah,
Congress.
and I feel attacked. And since this happened in your live, Janine, I'm gonna have to go over to IG and windmill everybody that's in the box and in the live because I feel attacked. I feel
Listen,
called
I
out
always
and
say,
what?
disregarded.
I have not, I'm sitting here trying to figure out who can go be and take my son for tomorrow. Like,
listen,
and
I'm
then
gonna just
all
say
this.
this.
Like,
Southern can
I
take your son because she got all the time in the world to sit here and write letters to people to divorce the auntie.
I sure do. And here's the thing, like at the end of the day, if Auntie goes live and windmills on me, then I'm gonna feel personally attacked too. Because why is she windmilling on me? I didn't even say nothing that bad. But I don't really listen. I love me a good windmill battle, right? But I always said I really don't want to go up against Auntie. But if I have to go up against Auntie, I mean I can't look like no punk on this app. So even though Auntie's live gonna be like
what is my
500 people
life
in
turning
there.
into right now? Like,
Auntie's live is gonna
seriously.
have like 500 people in it, and my live gonna have like
Nah.
3. It don't matter. I'm still gonna win.
All you need is your faithful 8. All I need is my faithful 8, okay? Faithful 8. That's all I need. If I got the faithful 8, I'm rolling with it. I'm running
I'm
with
out of
it.
this.
Anyway,
Wait, Auntie, I
but
better be
nah,
part of the Faithful 8.
you are part of the faithful 8, and so is
Technically, I'm
Silent, and
part
you
of
know
the.
what's going to happen.
Why does Silent have to be a part of this?
Because Silent's stalking you, baby. Anytime you anywhere, Silent is over there watching you.
It's
Silent said she
ridiculous.
gonna drop
I
you.
know. Because every time I'm in a live space, I see Silent Bowhead Llama. I'm like, why are you here?
When you
Like,
go live, Silent go
why?
live.
You
Silent
might
be
as
in the
well
middle of
just
a
watch what you
conversation.
say because she's gonna drop you next. That's what she
Oh
said.
my
In the middle of a
God.
conversation, be like, gotta go,
Silent
Southern live.
said she's gonna drop you. Silent did
Silent
say she's
sweet.
gonna drop
Silent
you.
ain't gonna do
Do that.
that.
I don't
Silent, you ain't gonna
care.
do that.
Silent,
You
please
can't you
don't.
can't
Not to,
divorce me.
what you mean? Silent say he Silent ain't gonna do that. Silent will do that all. What do you?
No,
Anytime
Silent gonna
Silent
do
is a
that.
mod, every time Silent is a mod, I get muted. That's the only thing that pops
Silent
up.
keeping you
You've
out
been
of
muted.
trouble.
You've been.
Silent is keeping you out of trouble from running your mouth. That's why Silent be muting you. Silent looking out for you. They keeping you out of
Oh
trouble.
I
my
don't need.
goodness.
Okay, I appreciate it, llamas, but Southern gonna be Southern, and I'm gonna windmill till the death of me.
My name is Ben, and I'm out this goddamn
Southern being
conversation.
extra. But you can't mute me. You can't divorce me. You can divorce Queen. Because Queen, what we're not gonna do is sit up here and have old long ass face for no reason.
Huh?
Just catch
That's
a
what we ain't
chef.
gonna
I'm
do.
telling you, catch
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna call
tantrum.
grandma
Whenever I
because I
catch a
know grandma
tantrum,
says she's
whenever she
gonna
goes
let.
off on
I
me
don't
like
know. We're
that,
gonna.
I just catch a tantrum, and then she loves it whenever I catch it.
Silent watching you. Silent standing in the corner pointing at their eyes and pointing at your eyes watching.
Right. I'm serious. Just catch a tantrum. Auntie's like, I'm telling you, it works. It works.
Chef, do you
Auntie
got
loves it when
somebody
I
you
do
can
it.
talk to off the app? Somebody asked that, and that was a good question. I think Mafioso asked that. You got somebody you can.
Yeah, I have plenty of people I can call my therapist. at the VA hospital. I have her personal cell phone number.
Don't do it at 1 a.m.
Huh?
Don't do it at 1 a.m.
Auntie, it's too soon. Really?
I'm gonna get her to laugh. Change her number on you.
Not just for that. Tonight, Auntie, I'm calling at 1 o'clock in the morning.
And I have called my therapist at 1 a.m. and she has answered and she sat there and she talked to me. That's why
I'm gonna be on Chef
And she
Green
wasn't
screen.
mean, huh,
Before
Chef?
Before the end of the night, I'm gonna be on Chef Green screen. She gonna be like, Captain.
Silence, stop muting me. I don't know why you're doing that. It just means I can't comment. I can still talk in the box.
So I want to ask this question of the single ladies that's been out here in these streets, right?
Yes.
What's the parameter that you look like when you meet a man or see a man or meet a man? What is it that make you decide that that's the one?
I look for the character. If you show me that you are a decent person, that you're looking for the same exact things that I'm looking for, like nearly I'm looking for a partner. Like, but if you show me something totally different, I'm not giving you the time of day.
I go for the vibe.
Okay.
It's a whole vibe. His personality, not necessarily his looks. It's just if I can have a intellectual conversation with you, if I can, you're there for me in my time of need. I'm there for you in your time of need. Just
it has to be that connection. Comfort. It really has to be connection.
That comfort.
I go. Can I say what I go for now?
No, Southern.
Yes, ma'am.
Kappa, no. I'm gonna answer that question real quick.
So sweet, Mocha.
No. I'm gonna answer that question real quick.
No, y'all don't get to bully me.
If you hold your thumb up and you still see that guy in your thumb, then he's too close. That's it. Hold your thumb up. If you can still see him, he's too close. That's it.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I'm gonna tell y'all what's mine. Okay, mine
keep
is.
It cute. No, keep it cute.
I'm gonna keep it TikTok censored. Mine is definitely their second man. Because
okay, Sally, I'm about to get ready to do your okay.
Finna get us all fucking banned.
Sally, I'm gonna give you the okay. I'm gonna give you the okay.
No, I'm joking. No, seriously. So I go off of not words, but I go off of actions because you can tell me anything, but I've personally got to see it. Second off, the other big thing for me is my child because I have a daughter. Yeah. I make sure, first off, after a certain point of time, obviously.
Charlotte, not yet.
After a certain point of time, obviously, because you're not going to meet her right away, but when you do meet her, I look at the interaction because while that's not your responsibility, it's my responsibility. Like, she's solely my responsibility. I would never ask you or anything to do for her, right? But if you start having these things of like, it's showing you want nothing to do with her and it's like all me and everything like that, that chances are once we get further in and or married, you're going to treat her the same way. And I ain't doing that. So yeah.
It's based on communication with me. Because I have a lot.
And that's why That's why I say.
The thing is, because the thing is, I have a lot of responsibilities. I'm dealing with a lot. So I have a child who got autism, and I got another child who's dealing with PTSD, depression, and anxiety. There's going to be times where I'm going to be focused on my kids. So if you could be that support for me, then we could have this communication and see where things could go. But if you're going to show me something different, that's why I give guys at this point a trial run, and that's only through communication. Because I listen to the key words. Whatever come out your mouth is going to determine if I want to be with you or not. And so far, I I'm still single because on top of that,
Auntie, stop
I
that.
don't deal
Part
with
of the reason why
Stop
it's
that.
not
It's not a post.
that's why and that's part of the reason why, like, even though he and I were talking, I decided to, I did decide to go down there to see him because I wanted to see how we vibed in person and if it was going to be the same and applicable to us vibing over the phone or on live or online and stuff like that. And it was, and that's why I'm like, to the point, like, what happened?
Auntie, I'm not gonna let you slide past that talking about pulse and the teeth will do it for me because this is the same woman that said that if you ugly, it's sexual harassment, but if you cute, it's flirting. Don't do that.
Hey, we did that to Zennials and straight to the point. If you beat up, that's sexual harassment, and I'm telling on you. If you handsome, that's flirting, and I'm gonna bat my eyes at you. Okay, that's just the bottom line. Period. Point blank.
So that would
Now, am
go
I
against your
lying?
argument
Am I
of
lying?
pulse and the teeth. That goes against your argument before, but of pulse and the teeth will do it for me. Okay.
No, but they gotta see. They gotta
You
have
gotta
a
drop
pulse
your
and they
fingers.
gotta have all their teeth because I seen somebody that was
Exactly.
fine and he was a 10 until he opened his mouth and he was missing all this.
Blaze got all his teeth.
Blaze got
Lord, stop it.
No. We're not mentioning the basement brigade in my.
Stop it. We don't even put that man in a category. Southern,
We're not mentioning
drop her.
No, we're not mentioning
Drop her. No. But
There is
yeah,
no
I
basement
agree.
slant
and the other
thing
thing
in
is,
my life. I don't want to
the
hear.
other thing is, he's gotta smell good. He's gotta smell good. He's gotta have, and not even with cologne.
Decent.
If I lay my head on your chest
Decent.
and your own, like your personal body scent, because everybody has a scent to them, even without cologne and everything. If your scent is just like there, I'm gonna lay there forever.
Oh, that's
He
another
just
thing.
gotta smell clean.
I,
Y'all want too much. Y'all want too much. Y'all need to
But
smell
here's
clean.
another thing, right? Because
Yeah,
y'all know
definitely
me.
so wild.
Y'all know me. I came up on this live. I don't care how I be looking. I could look crusty, dusty, and I don't care. So I'm cool with my man not looking like a 10 every day. It's cool if we just chilling, right? But you absolutely have to know how to dress the heck up when we go out in public. You have to know how to dress because when we go out in public, best believe Southern ain't looking bummy like she look when she just chilling at home. So you ain't about to be next to me looking like what the hell.
I'm gonna say this.
No.
Bottom line, after experiencing a 20-year marriage and a 15-year friendship,
I'm
I
still allergic to
right
marriage.
hand
Never
on
been married.
right hand on everything I love. I am so satisfied with being single for so long, and I'm going to tell you why. Because after all that, it's taken all this time for me to find myself, for me to know myself, for me to know what I want. I am no good to a relationship if I don't know what I did wrong in my previous relationship, what I've learned from it, my takebacks from it. I'm no good to anyone else. I need to be good to myself first and foremost. And besides communication and looks and money and all that stuff, the perfect partner is someone that knows your heart, knows what you can handle, knows what you want for yourself, and is not afraid to let you go do that for yourself. Unselfless love, no matter what goes through, what you go through in life, that is someone that I am attracted to. This man can have one leg, one arm, as long as he has a brain and he knows my heart and I know what to provide for that man, then I'm satisfied. And if we have an open communication, that is everything. But until you know yourself and you know your wants and your needs, you are not going to be good for any type of relationship. So, Chef, this may or may not have been for you, but first and foremost, take that time to know yourself and know what you want
Yeah, you gotta love
and what
yourself
you
first.
can maintain later on down the road. Because When it comes to relationships, I don't think we think about that. I don't think we think about the long term goal. What's going to happen 5 or 6 years from now? Is this person going to be still sustainable for me later on down the road? It may feel good right now and your heart's pounding, you get butterflies and all this shit, but are you still going to have those butterflies 10 years later from now? You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
So,
That
first and
part.
And whatever
foremost,
else is,
know what you want before you go grab that other experience. So take some time with this. You know what I'm saying? Take some time with this.
but this
Relationships
is,
fail all the time. But you know why they fail? It's because we don't learn from why they failed.
yeah.
And
Yep.
with that
But
being
this,
said, I'm going to drop, yeah, next time Southern acts up, drop her.
And,
Can I also say one
but
more thing? I need
but
a
this is
man.
you
and hold
can.
Like,
on, let me say this because I'm gonna drop down too. Listen, that's what I said yesterday about that baggage. Everybody you mess with, just
Have
imagine them
baggage.
handing you a suitcase, right? Everybody you mess with on that level. If that man ain't worth bringing his luggage along with you time and time and time again, where at the end of your life, by the time you meet somebody, you got 50 suitcases of whatever with you, don't take that damn suitcase. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay to be cool with a guy and not give your body to him. It's okay to be cool with a guy and give your body to him. It's your body, your choice, right? But it's
Yeah.
okay to be cool with somebody and vet them first before you let them have your emotion. Fuck a body, baby. When they get your mind, that's when they do the most damage. That's why you see women and men go through breakups after a long time. They be like, dang, that they done lost their mind because that other person had their mind and their heart. Those are the two things you must protect. Your body, they got things out here where you can fix your body, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? You want to protect yourself physically, but I'm talking about emotionally. Your mind can shut your body down. Did you know that? Your mind is so powerful, it can shut your body down. This feeling you feel right now, I want you to take this feeling and put it in a box. And when you meet that next person, I want you to pull this feeling back out of that box. And I want you to ask yourself, is that next person worth this feeling you feeling right now? And if they ain't, then they failed the test, baby, and I need you to move on. Protect your heart and your mind first before anybody. Put you above anybody else.
Shoot,
Period. It should
nobody.
be no
I'm just saying with me, like I don't have no issue and problem with talking to dudes or whatever because my heart has already been closed. Until you go back and actually can get through this barbed wire, this pit bull, and electrical wire, I'm not giving you my time because you're gonna show me who you are by the red flags that I see, by the communication. Because if you say one thing, I'm gonna go back and rebuttal it. Like, are you just saying this because it's something that you think I want to hear? And every single time I say that, they always go back and be like, "Yo, what you mean?" Like they always in defense mode because they always going to go be actually trying to play the game called chess. What move are you going to do? Are you going to go back and have them go back and get the what we call it, like the checkmate on you or the checkmate on them? Always get the checkmate on them, not on you.
yeah. And you deserve to be.
and
I
that's why
want
I say
every
I don't.
person.
And everybody deserve to be happy. You
You
know what I'm
deserve
saying?
to
But
be loved.
it
No,
just
you deserve to be loved. You deserve
yeah.
to give it, and you deserve to
Properly.
receive it the right way. And if you don't communicate your needs, quit. A lot of us we dismiss what men are telling us. Right? If a man is telling you, well,
Shoot,
I'm out in these streets, or I'm this, I'm that,
I'm a
believe
biggest
that nigga
dismissal.
the first time. Okay? If somebody is showing you in their actions that they on a different level than you on and they not trying to get on that level you on, stop dismissing that stuff. Stop dismissing that stuff. Okay? People
But
show you who they are before they actually show you who they are. All you got to do is watch. And Shajada, I know you got a big heart and you're a loving person and you want to be loved and you want to give love and you do. And you got a happy spirit. Okay? And I'm not talking about King. Let me say this so they don't clip this. Not everybody is worthy of your love. And I'm not talking about King. I wasn't in that relationship. I don't know what happened, but I'm talking about you as a person. Because of the ex-boyfriend, the this one, the that one, all that. Everybody ain't worthy of your love, and stop passing it out. You gotta
Yeah,
learn to
for
keep
free.
some for yourself. You got a little baby in that house. That eats up a lot of your love. Maybe right now might be a time to just reflect before you get into that next thing with the next person. Reflect, and like I told you, and I'm finna go, take this feeling back out that box. And if that person is sitting across from you ain't worth this feeling, move the fuck on. Post
Hey,
haste.
Tran.
All right, I'm gone. I'll be in the comments.
And I'm gonna say one thing, and then I'm gonna drop, right. That's why I say I don't go off of I need, like, the last thing is a man, right? I need you to be able to be a man, and I don't mean that in like a derogatory way. I mean, I need to be able to know that whatever it is that we're going through, we're gonna go through together, and I'm gonna be your rock just like you're gonna be my rock. I can't have you sitting here being like, oh well, I don't know, you're gonna have to figure it out, and then I have to carry all of it and try to figure it out,
Yeah, you're
right?
right. Don't
So
settle.
that's one of my biggest things too. But as well, that's why I say I don't go off of people what they say. I go off what you show me, because people can say
Yeah.
anything and have, like, a lot of people have a great mouth, and they will sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk and sell you a whole dream. And 10 years down the road, you'll realize after by their actions that literally was just a dream that they sold you. It was never their reality. But that
Hey,
is like
Leanne.
to piggyback off of what Auntie said, and then I'm gonna drop with this. Like, I had to learn that, and I had to learn that the hard way. Because with my ex-husband, it was just that exact same thing. What they tell you when they drop up and slip bombs, or they drop up and say something, or it may not even be a drop up. They may be really telling you, "Hey, yo, this is what I am. This is this is who I am." Right? Believe
Mm-hmm.
them, because I'm that type of person that I'm like. For instance, I was gonna say with my
Pay attention to
ex-husband,
the red
he
flags.
told me, my ex-husband straight told me, I am not good. I'm not a good person, and you need to leave and run for the hills. My behind was like, I ain't giving up on you, and I ain't leaving you, because that's just the person I am. That's just the heart
Hey,
I
what's
have.
going on?
I'm like, yeah, I'm not giving up on you. I'm not leaving you like everybody else did. I got you. What did that get me? Nothing.
Heartbroken.
Because whenever he sat there and
Emptiness.
we build on stuff, everything that we built on, he destroyed. And then after he
Yeah.
destroyed everything and had nothing, he literally abandoned me and my daughter. So when they tell you something, whether it be they
Oh my
dropped up
gosh.
and said it, and or they saying like, this is who I am, right? Believe them.
Chuck is crazy.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
drop it
because
there.
it's like, yo, because people gonna tell you who they are. You just gotta pay attention. Some of us don't really pay attention to the red flags and the key words. Like, you know what I'm saying? So next time it's like, yo, we already hold the key, but we just gotta pay attention to the key words and the signs, because they're gonna tell you who they really are. And my friends will go back and tell you, Janine don't let nobody go back and run over her. Cause if you tell me something, I'm gonna be like, okay. Oh, but you called me though. But I got you unblocked because you tried to go back and trying to play a game. Like, I don't know how to go back and play the game chess. I do, but every single time I'm gonna be the one. I'll be the one going to be doing the checkmate, not you. Cause like my aunt used to go back and tell me, if you're gonna go back and actually play the game pissy, guess who's gonna get fucked? Not me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm praying for you, friend. You know, I got you, sis. I got you back. Like, I gotta figure out who's gonna
I
go be
ain't
and
gonna
watch my kid.
lives.
I gotta figure out who's gonna take my kid tomorrow, because right now I'm stressing over that.
We're going in this live and go figure that out.
Yeah, I'm about to call my brother in a minute.
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
see ya,
everybody.
y'all.
Much love to everybody.
See y'all, people. I'm about to